Hello everyone. I do apologize if my last video kind of left a lot of people scratching their heads because I didn't really go into detail on what red tape actually means, and I may have just gone no further than just saying the words red tape. So this video will be more a clarification and detail into what that actually means and how this is being evident in the Medicaid work requirements that are being implemented right now. I hope you enjoy and please have a good day. Now, when we look at this definition online here, we discover that even though red tape is under the lines of legal baggage, meaning that it isn't necessarily illegal now that the Medicaid work requirements have been signed into law, but that means that even though it is apparently legal, that means these poor people are going to be stuck under unnecessary rules and burdens that are excessive to the point where it will cause difficulties. This is further solidified when analysis has reached a consensus that people who meet the Medicaid work requirements are also at risk of losing their Medicaid coverage. However, there's more to this than just mere estimates. What I'm going to show you next is right now the current estimations we have that a certain rule that was signed into law in this bill is called the 6-month redetermination. Is when the redetermination where Medicaid enrollees redetermine their coverage from initially from once a year to twice a year. And the following is going to not only prove how this is red tape being enforced through this bill, it is going to show how that factor alone is going to make life a lot more difficult for a lot of people. When we solely take the 6-month redetermination impact into consideration, which was another thing that was signed into law in the bill from last July, we find that from the projections we have now, at minimum, if things go as best as possible, there will still be a full 2 million people who lose their Medicaid simply because of the redetermination. And of course, we can't just expect everything to go just perfectly. And we find that in the medium and low agitation projections, meaning the expected projection on average is just over 3 million, and the same number is for the low agitation if everything goes as worse as it possibly does. So this is red tape at its absolute finest. When people say the whole number is just a bunch of people who aren't willing to put in any effort in their lives, this is walking proof that is not fully the case when it comes to this bill.